Alrighty. Hello. Here, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos that are debates between a Muslim and a Christian, and sometimes the Muslim says something that's not responded to by the Christian, or is not responded to the way I would have. And so I'm gonna give my responses here to some of those things. If I can remember exactly the name of the person that said it, I'll bring that up. If not, I'm not making stuff up. So I'm gonna, be citing things that people actually said. And I should have started making these videos sooner because I wrote notes here, and I don't remember what what all these notes mean or what somebody said that was why I wrote the note. At least one time in one of these debates, I've heard a Muslim trying to deflect from the young age of Aisha by saying, but Mary was 13 and Joseph was a certain age. What I would have said to that, we don't know what age Mary was. The Catholic Church, not all of Christianity, Catholicism has some belief about a certain age that Mary was and that Joseph was, but that's not Christianity. It's not all of Christianity. Catholics are Christians, but that's one branch of Christianity. That's not all of Christianity, and it's not in the Bible. The Bible does not say Mary's age. The Bible does not say Joseph's age. And since Joseph and Mary had other kids together, now the Bible does not specifically say Mary's children were Jesus' brothers and sisters were half brother or whole brother from the same mother, or father was previously married, but the Bible, when the Bible doesn't specify, I'm going to assume that it was children from the same mother when Jesus had brothers and sisters. So that's an illegitimate argument. I've seen Muslims in debates say, "Oh, the Bible, it says 6,000 years, but there's been around for billions of years." And they quote these atheist, these atheistic, white supremacist, Darwinist time scales. If those time scales are true, then there is no Allah, because the evolution theory leaves no room for Allah. So, Zakir Naik, I'm sure, is one of the ones I saw cite the Darwinian white supremacist evolutionary timetable and say, oh, the Bible can't be true because of this. If the Bible's not true because of that, then the Quran's not true. And there is no Allah or God. Actually, the scientific evidence, if somebody will ever make a YouTube video showing actual evidence, I would love to watch it. But I don't want to waste my time watching videos that are just bullcrap. Theory of evolution has not been proven. To the contrary, the more scientific knowledge advances, the more it's proven wrong. When the theory about what's inside the cell was it was just some goop that didn't do anything, then it was more plausible to say, yeah, some goop became other group and evolved into things. But now that we know how complex the DNA is, that it's computer programming. It's a language. And languages and computer programming don't come by chance. If they did, Microsoft would fire all their programmers and have some kind of something to randomly catch some kind of random motion, maybe the wind, and have that write the programming. If somebody ever tries to make a video that shows what the proof of evolution is, let's think about what is proof and what's not proof of something. Mocking somebody does not prove them wrong. It just proves that you know how to mock them. Ha! You're so stupid. I didn't prove anything. Proof is not a person drawing a picture and drawing another picture and drawing another picture. If that was the case, I could prove that there really was. Think of any imaginary TV show. There really is a Mr. Incredible. There really are Jedi. There really are Ferengi. It's been proven. Why? Because somebody drew it. It's been proven. Somebody having a PhD after their name does not prove anything. A corrupt judge believing lies does not prove anything. Somebody said something about, we don't know about what happened on the cross because the disciples fled and there were no witnesses. They fled at first, but that doesn't mean none of them came trickling back to see what was happening. And we do have records of some of the witnesses in the Bible. At least some of the women stuck around to see the crucifixion. The woman and John were at least there. But even if there were minimal witnesses, Muslim believes in the concept of revelation, don't they? Like God can tell people things that the people didn't see or know. So even if the disciples fled and didn't witness the important events that happened at the crucifixion, God can reveal it. Some people have brought up the violence in the Bible. Any of the violence in the Old Testament was for specific cities and specific time periods. Not open-ended, fight people just because they don't believe. And it was not just because they didn't believe. They're doing more heinous things than just not believing when God said, that city, everybody, including the livestock. There were specific cities that were doing more than just not believing. So any defense, so that's an inadequate defense of the violence of early Islam, or the verses in Islam that cite the reason for fighting people is for their unbelief. And let's see, punishment of the non-sinner. Okay. Oh, and sometimes Muslims bring up Jesus couldn't be divine because he ate and pooped. Muslims are very certain that God doesn't eat, poop, or beget. That is something they believe, but it's not something that's in the Bible, and it's nothing that you could prove. I don't see what's ungodly about pooping, peeing, and begetting. Whereas resurrection means a spiritual body. Oh, there was a Muslim who said that resurrection means spiritual body. No, it doesn't. Resurrection means there's a physical body that's created, a physical body created from the dirt, and the spirit goes back into it. Not that you have a spiritual body when you get resurrected. Somebody was it? Somebody brought up the book. There's a book in the Quran, a surah named Mary, entire book, and it's on my list. So the Christian didn't respond the way I would have, or didn't respond at all. So what? Naming the book Mary does not impress me. It might impress me more if I was a Catholic and I prayed to Mary, but I don't pray to Mary. Oh, bad phone.
You've reached 856-541-1176.
Okay, so the entire surah is named after Mary. I'm not impressed by that. I don't pray to Mary, I don't worship Mary. And that surah has some stories in it that are contradictory to what's in the Bible. So it also doesn't help me to be impressed by that. Muslim, let's see, Zakir Naik, no, who's the one? Shabir Ali. Shabir Ali, I've seen a lot of his things, and he likes to say something, recite the Gospel of Q. The Gospel of Q. You want to find it? Go look in some Oort clouds. And in case anyone doesn't have any idea what those are, I'll explain. There is no Gospel of Q. It's never been found. It is 100% theory. Theory by atheistic researchers who don't want to believe that three different people wrote their testimonies about Jesus, and three of those people were just trying to rewrite or copy from one book. And why did I say Oort clouds? One proof that the Earth is not the age that some Muslims say it is, that the white supremacists, aka Darwinists, say it is, who the Muslims cite, who some Muslims, not all Muslims, some Muslims I've seen on YouTube cite. One proof that the Earth is not that old is comets lose a little bit of themselves every time they do a lap. They get close to the sun, something melts off, something gets sucked in the gravity of the sun. If the Earth were the solar system were the billions of years old, that the theory of white supremacy, aka Darwinism, aka evolution, says, then there would be no comets. So the way to get around that is say there is a big cloud out beyond the solar system that new comets are formed from. But it has never been observed. It is 100% theory. And while I'm thinking about it, some of these debater Muslims who I've seen bring up cite the theory of evolution to say, see, science, we know Earth is millions of years old, not 6,000 like the Bible says. The Bible can't be true. If that's the case, and it isn't, if that's the case, then whites are the supreme race, most recently evolved, and the non-whites need to shut up and because they're half monkey. That's not the case. Non-whites don't need to shut up because they're not half monkey. But if Darwinism is true, if evolution is true, then Zakir Naik and Deedat and Shabir Ali are half monkey and need to shut up. And there was one Muslim. One thing that I have common ground with some Muslims is not drinking alcohol, although the Quran tells Muslims to expect to get plastered in Jannah and heaven, and I'm not expecting to get plastered in heaven. Unless maybe the ancient Arabic 1400 years ago did not have a word for fruit juice. That's one possibility to consider. If the wine the Quran promises is actually fruit juice that doesn't have alcohol, and they didn't have the word fruit juice in their language. But if they did have the word fruit juice, the Quran definitely tells people to expect wine in heaven. One Muslim was, on one debate I saw, saying that there are health benefits of alcohol, but the Quran says not to drink it. No, come on. There are not health benefits of alcohol. Any study that shows any health benefits to wine can be duplicated, get the same results with unfermented grape juice. It's not the alcohol. There's no health benefit to alcohol. There's health benefit to grape juice. And not all of that health benefit is gone when you let poisonous alcohol become part of the drink, or let parts of the parts of the grape juice turn into alcohol. Well, that's it for now of my thoughts about this. Thank you. Have a good day.